long ago, Mr. Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, there was not one, but two icebreakers. Was this a sign that we're going to bring in new members, to expand, to grow? Her icebreaker was about what you'd expect from one giving her first speech. But his icebreaker was atrocious. He stammered. He stuttered. He never used any eye contact. He looked down at his notes all the time, and he clutched the lectern. Only he called it a podium. Nevertheless, he was there for the second speech. And again, she outshined him. Now some of you will say, that's just the natural superiority of the female over the male. When it was time for speech number 3, he was there, but she was never seen or heard from again. Somehow, Toastmasters had failed her. He, however, remained in the club and went on to earn the club's and the Toastmasters' highest award, the Distinguished Toastmaster. The difference, ladies and gentlemen, was he had a best friend in the club. A coach who was willing to take the time to help him through all the rough spots. As many of you may have guessed, I was the one that gave the most atrocious icebreaker speech. I'm hoping someday there will be a new member that will break my record. But I think it's so important that we know and have a vibrant coaching staff if we're going to survive. After all, if we did not have the coaches teaching the new members what to do, and then they, in turn, when they become experienced teaching others, we would never grow. We'd never expand. I wrote my story and sent it in to Toastmasters magazine, and it was published in the Toastmasters magazine in June of 2000. And I believe it's now on our website. And I want to share with you, because I believe in the merits of a strong coaching program. That's the only way we're going to survive. What are some of the attributes that my coach had who helped me get over the rough spots years and years ago? First of all, you have to be committed to take the time to help someone. Now, not everyone should be a coach. Some of you just don't have the time. You're too busy with work. You may have family commitments. You just don't have the time. Others may not want to take the time. They don't want to be responsible for somebody else. They want to be able to work on themselves and help what they need to be done, but not work with anybody else. And that's fine. But if you want to be a coach, you want to take the time. You want to be a coach, you have to be somebody who is committed to excellence. If you think about it, what is a coach? A coach is a role model. If he or she is somebody who puts together a speech at the last minute, or any other project that they're doing, whether it's Joke Master, Toastmasters, or a general evaluator, what's going to happen? They're going to pass this on to the person that they're coaching, and that person will develop sloppy habits. So you want somebody who believes in excellence and is going to try every time he or she is asked to do a role to do the best. A coach master has to be mature, and so does a coach have to be mature. When you go forth and help somebody, you have to realize that in time, that person may surpass you. It could be in table topics, as an evaluator, or perhaps in just being a joke master or in table topics, evaluation, or speaking. You have to be mature enough to realize that can happen and still be willing to do the job. You have to understand what that person needs. Talk to him or her. And then you have to put together a vision, how you're going to achieve the objectives that mentee really wants. You do all these things as a coach and take the time that's required, then you will be very proud when you see your coach and the person you're mentoring surpass the various hurdles that are required and go through the manuals, both communication manual and the leadership manual. And then you see that mentee reach new height and receive new certificates. But a club that is not willing to put together a very strong coaching program is the club that is not going to bring in new members. It's not going to help those new members grow, and then those new members are not available in time to help other new members as they grow. I strongly believe in a strong coaching program. I think we have it here at Toastmasters. And if any of you are ever called upon to be a coach, give some thought to some of the requirements of a coach and what you're going to do to help some young person better himself or herself as a Toastmaster, and you shall then be proud of what you've done. Mr. Toastmaster.